I am going to play a few second clips of the protesters.
We're out here specifically tonight and last night because lots of people think that since Joe Biden is president, things are better, things are okay now, they don't have to do anything. We want to show that we don't believe that. We're not going to get complacent. We're still going to try to help people as much as possible, no matter who's president.
A riot is the language of the unheard.
So, there you have it. I just wanted to play a few second clips on those. It spoke for itself. There's no need to play the whole thing because I need the contrast on what they were saying. The bottom line for me is, doesn't matter who's in office, they are going to still protest. Even though the media likes to portray things, make it as if Donald Trump is the cause and the effects of all these things. You have celebrities, athletes, stars, those who are social justice warriors, and those who are your family members and friends and co-workers who keep stating that Donald Trump is the problem, when in fact these folks are still protesting. It doesn't matter who's in office. A lot of them talked about immigration, education, defunding the police, Medicare, rehab centers for the addicts and the homelessness in this country. And like I said, if you talk about these things, then what is the point of you destroying businesses, vandalizing shops, damaging products, damaging homes, damaging people's way of life, knowing that it's going to cost the taxpayer millions and millions of dollars? How is that helping immigration? How is that helping education? How is that helping to defund the police when the police is actually needed to be protected by you, and it's still not working? How is that helping Medicare for all? You see, this is what you call anarchy. The creation of chaos amongst people to see things your way. I find that very troubling and very sad, because these folks that are doing this today, they're doing this off the backs of those who feel that they are oppressed. And it's mainly black folk. Mainly off of so-called unarmed black men who are being shot and killed by the police. Now, there's many ways you can do these things to get your point across. I choose to get my point across through videos and podcasts. They choose to do it the way they're doing it, by vandalizing businesses, being destructive, and pushing and promoting anarchy, as you can see on this picture here. Like I said before, and I'm going to say it one more time, majority of these people who are doing these things are not even oppressed at all. They claim that they're doing it for the people. In reality, all they're doing is pushing chaos upon the people. And the ones who feel that they are oppressed because of the system, and those are black folks, they have the right to protest But I strongly do believe that they're not the ones that's going around damaging property. They're not, stealing other people's livelihoods by damaging people's businesses. Now, some of them might, but if you actually do your due diligence and your research, you can see that a lot of people who don't even live in these communities are the ones that's doing the most damage. And to me, I find that very troubling. Like that person stated, it does not matter who is in office. They are going to continue to keep doing it and doing it and doing it. Like I said, how is that helping immigration and education and defunding the police when they need to be protected from you? And reforms. What reforms? And Medicare. That sounds like some independent shit that we know damn well ain't nobody getting no Medicare. Unless you go work for it or work at a job and you got insurance and benefits or you paying out of pocket. And there's tons and tons of rehabilitation centers and for the addicts and homelessness. A lot of people choose to be addicts. Either you on drugs or you off it. Either you want help or you don't want help. Yes, there are some people who can't help it. There are some people who can't help that they're homeless. I get it. But everyone is a paycheck away from being in poverty. Everybody. Unless you change your way of thinking, unless you change your mindset. This is what makes the United States great. You have opportunities here. And you being destructive is not what I co-sign on. And then, of course, at the end, that person stated that the riots is the language of the unheard. No, it is not. That is your language. But I'm quite sure you ain't lift up a finger to even throw a punch or to set fire. You probably one of those liberal women who sit back, you put on your Birkenstocks and then put up a sign and say no justice, no peace, F the police and all this old shit, knowing damn well you live in a nice neighborhood amongst your mother and father and you are nowhere near oppressed whatsoever. But you want to hang around folks that cause chaos and trouble. But this is where we are now. This is where we are. These guys do what they do off of the backs of those who feel that they are oppressed the most. And those are black folks. And it all starts by the so-called unarmed black man being shot and killed by the police. You see, a lot of these protests out here, they need something. What's that old song? You give them something to believe in. Remember that old song? Give them something to believe in. A lot of them are bored, sitting at home. They ain't got nothing else to do. They found out a so-called unarmed black man was shot and killed by the police. Here they come. They going to take that 2 or 3 hour drive to that town, and they follow the orders of wherever they get their orders from. You know where it's coming from. And they start throwing bricks, start tearing up shit. But three-dimensional heterosexual black men such as myself, we don't get down like that. Majority of black men don't really participate in that. Most of your black men who go to these things are actually followers. But men like myself, we don't go to nothing like that because it doesn't benefit us. And we're the ones that everybody claim that they're speaking for. And in reality, I don't need you to speak for me. I do what I do because I work hard at what I do. I don't ask for validation. I don't ask for your help. I don't go around rioting and tearing up other people's shit. But it seems like certain groups like to do that, and they get a pat on the back for it. You see, this is one of the biggest problems in this country. And I don't see any signs of it getting any better. Because you keep pushing anarchy onto the masses, eventually other people are going to fight back. That's where your so-called quote-unquote civil war is going to be. When you keep trying to oppress people that is not even trying to be oppressed, but you keep telling them that they are, and then you are going around burning down buildings, setting fires to cars, tearing up people's businesses, damaging property, vandalizing stuff. Eventually society is going to fight back. A lot of people are not going to put up with it. But as you can see there, they are going to continue to keep doing it. So, like I said, this is why I put this on the screen, because this is what you call anarchy. It doesn't matter what party it is. As you can see, Democrat. Doesn't matter if it's Democrat or Republican. They are going to continue to keep doing it. But sooner or later, people are going to fight back. It's going to happen. The more this situation like this continue, the more people are going to fight back. Like I said, you're not going to defund the police. You're not going to change education. And you're not going to do any damn thing about no immigration, nor Medicare or rehab centers for homeless and addicts. Because those centers are all over the place. Everything is about a choice. A lot of people, such as myself, we choose not to do these things because we talk about what we feel is right. And we put it on the internet and social media to get our point of views across. We do not take to the streets and damage property. That's not what we do. You don't get no point across. But hey, as you can see, what types of people are out here at these marches? With low self-esteem, very low IQ, pink hair, nose rings in their nose and ears, talking about changes that they know nothing about. So guys, understand this. These marches and these protests and violence are going to continue until the people fight back.